So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the greatest watch market update show. Unbelievable but true, but you know that me and Sweet Kid Kino always try to bring you what's happening out there in the Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market channels and dealers. We try hard. And you might ask yourself, why do you guys keep on doing this? And we're going to answer back to you guys because we're stupid like that. That's why. Because we're stupid like that. You know, today, sitting next to me is Sweet Kid Kino. This is Sweet Kid Kino's report. This is a report that we must give you because we don't want you to get burned. We don't want you to get burned out there in the street. We don't want you to get burned. You know, there's a lot of people out there. There's channels out there that talk about, clone watches, replica watches, one-in-one watches. You know, it's unbelievable. And it is all true. It is all true. All these things are out there. You know, all these clones, all these replica, one-on-one, they're out there. You know, I mean, unbelievable. Movement-wise, casing-wise, bracelet-wise, it's unbelievable. And Sweet Kid Kino, he's a man from the world, del mundo, from the world. And Sweet Kid Kino got his hands on some information that when I saw this, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. You know, I could not believe what I was looking at. This thing blew my hair back and blew my socks off. You know, I don't know. I really don't like to ask Kino, how does he get all this information? From where does he get it from? You know, how does he know these people? But I want you to know something. What they're doing now is a different level. It's a different ball game, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got to be very, very, very careful out there. You know, like I told you, I'm going to repeat myself again. There's unbelievable clones. I seen Daytona, Panda, clones, ceramic, white dial. I'm telling you, unbelievable. I mean, you need to take the watch to take a look at the movement to a couple of watchmakers so they can let you know if the watch is for real or not. And, and even when they find out it has an ETA movement, ETA movement, ETA. But the watch that we're going to talk to you today about is something that it is unbelievable. Let me just start by saying Rolex makes one of the most complicated movements on their watches right now. And I'm sure right now when I just finished saying that, a lot of you know what I'm talking about already. A lot of you. But to the ones that don't know, you're going to have to then listen to the video then. Rolex makes one of the most, complicated movements out there. Let's put it this way. From their watch factory, this is the most complicated movement they have. And it's unbelievable that you say, how can they do this movement? This movement is almost impossible. It's impossible to do. But they are getting so creative, wherever this movement is coming from, that it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wherever this movement is coming from, it's unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you, pay attention. Pay attention, because this is going to knock your socks off and blow your hair back. These Muppet Boiler Room secondary gray watch market dealers and channels and watch backpackers and hucksters and hoodwinks and flim-flammers are going to blow your mind. Because they blew my mind, and it takes a whole lot to blow my mind. And Kino, like I told you, Kino, I sometimes don't know what world he's in, if it's the underworld or what it is, because he gets this information and it's unbelievable. I know you guys are getting a little bit edgy because you want to know what I'm talking about. But I'm sure that a lot of you know what I'm talking about already. Just by me telling you that Rolex has a watch model that has the most complicated movement in their catalog. You know, como es catalog, catalog. Lo dije bien, ¿verdad? Ayúdame. And I'm telling you, you have Submariner, the Hawk, you know, the strong guy, the Hawk guy with the green dial. Unbelievable. I mean, the way they make that watch is unbelievable. But ladies and gentlemen, let's just get to the beef. Let's just get to the beef already. We're talking about a watch that is the Rolex Sky Dweller. That's right. And you might be thinking to yourself, this guy made all this up, all these things about the movement to say the Rolex Sky Dweller. The Rolex Sky Dweller. Unbelievable. You know, to move around that movement, you have to move it through the bezel. You know, click, 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 it moves. That's an impossible movement to do, right? I mean, it's incredible. I'm still in shock because you guys think that's the end of the story. No, that's not the end of the story. We're talking about a Rolex Sky Dweller. White dial. Yellow gold. And right now you might be saying to yourself, okay, so what? A Rolex Sky Dweller, white dial, yellow gold. Okay, right. Yeah, it's a fill. It's, how do you call that? It's a dip in gold or whatever it is, you know? Or whatever's the word we use for that paint job they put on gold watches. Rose gold, yellow gold, white gold, you know? But ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a real 18 karat gold, yellow gold, Sky Dweller. Real gold, 18 karat gold. None of this paint job, you know, no. Real 18 karat gold watch. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? I'm going to show you a picture of this beautiful Rolex Sky Dweller clone. This is a treat I'm giving you guys. So you guys won't get flim-flammed and fleeced. This is unbelievable. You ready for the picture? You ready for the picture? Take a look at this picture that I'm putting up right now. Unbelievable. Look at it. Yellow gold with a white dial Sky Dweller. Pure 18 karat gold. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The magnitude these people are taking to fool you, to flim-flam you, to fleece you. You know, they had to do a molding. They had to do a molding of an actual Rolex Sky Dweller to do this. This is 18 karat gold, not dip, you know, in yellow gold. No. Real 18 karat gold. Let me show you now the clasp. Look at the clasp of this watch. Look at the numbers. You know, look at all those details. These guys, unbelievable what they are doing with these watches to get us all taken as spoof balls, you know, as window lickers. Anybody would eat this watch. Anybody would eat this watch. The movement on that watch is one of the hardest movements. You know, the most difficult movement Rolex makes is the Sky Dweller. And these people have perfected it with a beautiful white dial, beautiful 18 karat gold bracelet, beautiful 18 karat gold casing. And I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you something else now. that you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. I'm going to show you a video of this watch with all the markers, you know, all the markers, you know, stamped, you know, everywhere. This watch, unbelievable. This is unbelievable, the way these people are doing things to fool us all. Because the watch market is dead. The watch market is dead. And this is the way they are flim-flamming people out there out of their children's tuition money. Unbelievable. As you can see that video. I'm showing it to you a couple of times so you can look at it real well. This is a masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I'm in total shock. Sweet Kid Kino is there, quiet. He doesn't even do this to me no more. He's just in shock to see that this watch was offered to us so we can buy this watch. You know, we're talking about a $50,000 retail watch. And, you know, the price that we're getting offered for this watch is, you go, oh my God. Practically what you're paying is, you know, spot gold, you know? You know, I don't know, 3, 4 G's, 2 G's over what, you know, the gold is, you know? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So another thing that Sweet Kid Kino did, because Kino, again, I'm telling you, he is the brains of this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Get it through your head. Sweet Kid Kino, Papa, eres grande, papi. I play with Kino. I laugh with Kino's things that he does. Lo voy a decir, papi, okay? No te vas a ofender conmigo. The way he is, his girlfriends, his love life, and all that good stuff. But Kino is one of the sharpest knives in the drawer. No doubt. He has contacts that only he has them. So what Sweet Kid Kino did was, he told the person that was showing him the watch to take out the movement. To take out the movement, open the back, take out the movement, and we're going to weigh what the watch has. And the watch, as you can see in the picture, another picture there for you guys, it was like 167, 68 grams. So when they took out the movement, there was like another 31 grams in the movement. The watch was weighing like 198 grams. Minus the movement, it got to the 167, 168. So it has 168 grams of 18 karat gold. And you have to see, as you can see in the picture, this is perfection. I believe, this is just my personal opinion, that the casing in the bracelet is coming out of Europe. The movement has to be coming from China. The movement. This is unbelievable. This is something that, ladies and gentlemen, esto es peligroso. Anybody can get burned. A cualquiera lo queman. I mean, when you move around the bezel, click, 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 it does everything exactly. The stamping on this watch is unbelievable. They went to great lengths to make this perfect. People that Kino knows says that they looked at that watch and they cannot believe that they have never seen something like this. So you guys out there have to be very, very, very careful when you're buying these watches. When you're buying gold watches, you gotta be very, very careful. Because once you put the gun to see if it's gold or it's not gold, it's going to tell you, it's 17.9, 17.7, 18 karat gold. It's going to tell you, yes, it's gold. Automatically, you're going to say, this is a real watch. And it's not a real watch. It's a clone. A super triple A clone. A super triple A clone, ladies and gentlemen. You have to keep on thanking Sweet Kid Kino for what he does for you people out there. For all the information that he finds for you people out there. Remember this, ladies and gentlemen, and this is for real, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not blowing smoke, in your rear end. This is for real. We are a public service watch announcement channel. We are. This is what lanes, these Muppet boiler room, secondary grade watch market dealers, channels, backpackers, flim flammers, fleecers, whatever you want to call them, are doing to get your children's tuition money. Es que cualquier come mierda aquí que no sabe nada, se come el mojón ese. Se come ese mojón. And we keep on giving you this information because you guys need it, ladies and gentlemen. This is sad. I saw this watch in the pictures that you're seeing. I saw them and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So Sweet Kid Kino's here again, and Sweet Kid Kino, he said, listen, if you want to sell me the gold as scrap, I'll buy you the gold as scrap, but I don't have no need for that. I don't want that watch. That is something that is fake. It's not ethical. And you're just flim-flamming people out there. Ladies and gentlemen, you put this watch on your wrist and you have a Sky Dweller on. You have a $50,000 watch for 17, 15, 16,000. I don't know. Let's just give it a number. Let's say you buy it for $17,000. You have a Sky Dweller. And any window licker will pay that. Will pay it. Like that. Boom. The watch doesn't have, it's naked. There's no box. There's no papers. The watch has everything. Most of the watchmakers, the first thing they do is they look at the watch to see if the watch is gold. They say, well, the watch is gold already. That's one of the most important things already. Boom. They look, they play with it. Man, hey, this is a Sky Dweller. They give it to you, pay the guy. You got fleece, you got flim flam. Ladies and gentlemen, be very, very careful out there. The clones are getting not AA, not 1A. These are AAA clones. You saw the pictures. There they are for you guys. There's the pictures. This is unbelievable. I mean, I'm in total shock that this is happening. And Sweet Kid Kino wanted me to do that. Anyway, so Kino made an offer to buy the gold, scrap gold, and they told him no, and we just turned our backs. But this is what's happening, and you need to be very, very, very careful out there. Things are terrible out there. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're in January, and January lasts 90 days. Okay? Things are going to be dark. Very bad out there. Be smart with your money. Don't get burned by these flim-flammers. They'll say the watch is coming from Singapore. It's coming from Japan. It's coming from China. It's coming from Italy. Te comes el mojón. Te comes el mojón. I'm telling you this because I believe you deserve to know this situation, guys. Yesterday, Kino felt very good when you guys donated on his channel those, thank you chats. So we thought we should share this with you guys. All right, guys? This is what we have for you guys today. This is what we have for you guys for today. Okay? Be smart with your money. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like our video, share our video. That's right. And don't forget, we also have a watch group in Facebook, and you may also try to request to get in. Maybe Sweet Kid Kino let you in. All right? Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, like we say every time, take care and brush your hair. O van a joder la gente como van a joder gente con ese reloj. And there's a lot of those watches out there. Not only Sky Dwellers, Submariners, GMTs, all that good stuff you like. And you know which one? They date presidents. Take care, guys. Be careful.